Okay, blue belt, phase D, opposite of phase D. This will finish out our segments of the form, and next week we'll put it all together. So this phase is probably the most difficult. There's multiple stances, there's multiple directions. Unlike some of the other ones, we're not doing everything on the same side of our body, so this is a little more difficult to do, a little more difficult to teach. You have to come up with some little tricks, and I'll talk about some of those as we go. So we just have phase D. We have a right knife hand square block in a back stance, followed by a left reverse upset knife hand strike, still in a back stance, followed by a right punch, still in a back stance, followed by a head grab, left knee strike, landing in a middle stance and doing a right high low block. That is probably one of the most difficult parts of the form, and I had to come up with a little way to remember it, and I'll show you that. Opposite of D, of course, opposite side of the body, we have a left knife hand square block in a back stance, right reverse upset knife hand strike in a back stance, left punch in a back stance, head grab, right knee strike, left high low block in a middle stance. So I will start it facing the camera, and then I will start it coming, and then I will do it towards the camera. So I'm going to do both sides facing the camera. I will do both sides towards the camera, and then we will break it down. So first move, we do a knife hand square block in a back stance, followed by a reverse upset knife hand strike, still in a back stance, but we're going a different direction, striking a different direction than we're moving. From here, we're going to do a reverse punch to the front middle section. We're going to then step, do a head grab, landing in a front stance, left knee strike, landing in a middle stance, high low block. So since we're over here, we will do the other side. So the other side, left square block, right upset strike, left punch, head grab in a front stance, knee strike, high low block. Towards the front, D will look like this. Opposite of D will look like this. So let's talk about some of those individually. Knife hand strike we've done before in a back stance. That's pretty normal. The upset knife hand strike, however, we are in a back stance, a left back stance facing this way. We've just blocked. Now we've got an attacker coming from this direction, so we're going to do that reverse upset knife hand strike to the front. Then this guy is coming again at us, and we're going to do that punch to the middle. So again, we're facing, this is the way the attacker is coming. So I'm doing my knife hand strike. Now I've got an attacker coming to my left, upset knife hand strike. Now the other guy's getting up again. He's on my right, coming at me again. This is all in a back stance. We want to make sure that when we're turning to do this, we're not moving our hips. When we're turning to punch, we're not moving our hips. We want to stay best as we can in a back stance. Square block, upset, punch. So that's the upset knife hand strike. We have to know where our attackers are coming from. We're looking this way for the square block because that's where the attacker is coming. Then we have to look this way because we got another attacker coming. Then we got another dude coming this way, so we got to look this way. So multiple attackers, multiple techniques in different directions. So that's the upset knife hand strike. The knee strike, very simple. We're just bringing our knee straight up, going for the solar plexus, this is done in, we talked about this earlier, but this is a self-defense, kind of offensive, but it's self-defense. If someone's coming at me or getting too close, I can grab their shoulders, bend them down, bring my knee up. Now, when we do this in the form, what we're simulating is just that. I am grabbing the head, I am bringing his head down, and striking his head on my knee. Now, if you notice, I did not make any noise with my hands hitting my leg. The book says the hands pass outside the knee. So I know there's a lot of people who will do this. When I was at Jiangsu camp, Chief Master Skyle said, it doesn't matter. Go through. He doesn't care. He's not going to get upset about that. However, the Way book does say the hands pass around the knee. So listen to your instructor. Your instructor will tell you how he wants it done. Maybe we'll get some clarification, some more clarification from Grandmaster Lee next time we're with him. Now the high-low block. We're going to talk about the stance first, the getting into that middle stance, and then the high-low block. After I do that knee strike, I have to land in a middle stance. If I land straight here and then I step over, I've got to then move my foot. The way I was taught, and the way I think it is much easier to do, is if, as I'm coming down, I turn that foot the direction I want it, and I can just step in a middle stance. It just feels a lot more natural to me. So again, knee strike, turn, step down. So that's going from the knee strike to the middle stance. As far as the high-low block goes, the way I remember which hand goes where is whatever knee I'm striking with, that hand starts up. So as that knee lands, I do the strike. So in the form, if I'm doing the right leg knee strike, I strike here, right hand up, left hand down. As I'm turning, then I do my block. That's how I remember it. There might be a better way to remember it, but that's just how I remember it. If I don't have clues like that, I may not do this. I may not do the strike correctly, and I may not teach it correctly. So I try and come up with some little clues like that I can help people learn. Let's talk about the attribute precision. We haven't talked about that a lot in any of the videos, but precision just basically is, where's my target? Where's my hand going to? If on that upset knife hand strike, my target is my neck, I obviously don't want to be down here. I don't want to be here. I want that to be precisely at my neck. The punch is to the middle. I want to punch to the solar plexus. The solar plexus is our middle, not up here. I see a lot of people will punch here and think it's middle. I think that's just lazy. It's not middle, it's not high. So when we're thinking about precision, I want that punch right at my solar plexus. And those are about the really two things that we can talk about with precision for these segments. So to talk just a little bit about belief for a second, things are going to get harder as we progress from blue belt to brown to red to black belt. And you can't give up. You just have to believe in yourself. And like I like to say, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. So you might as well believe you can. Okay, see you next time.